everyone, it is Happymailqueen. I am here for another AlinaCraft design team project to share with you guys, and I'm super excited about this project because I'm actually making my first slimline card and envelope. And so let me go ahead and show you the supplies and we will get started and do a little tutorial. Here are the supplies from AlinaCraft. I have the dies, this Slimline card and envelope set, and here I'm just showing you all the pieces, all the layering pieces, also the flat tassel, which I'm going to show you here in a minute, and some word dies as well. I used the Celebrate word die and the Web and Happy Halloween word die. Of course, I used some holographic cardstock and this pretty galaxy cardstock. I also used this frame from her shop, and I went ahead and put some acetate from my stash on them. Double-sided tape in 2 sizes and the adhesive sheets, as well as some foam strips from my stash. So let's go ahead and put this card together. I made my own card base, and here are the measurements. I did cut all the pieces ahead of time. This is the die cut that has the stitching on it, and that's going to be our first layer. But before that, we are going to go ahead and ink the edges using some distress ink. I started out with the black soot distress ink and then followed it up with the wilted violet. So here I just sped it up so that I sped up this whole video actually because it's getting really long. But hopefully you guys can keep up with it. Just let me know if you have any questions in the comment box. So I'm just going to use some double-sided tape. I love this double-sided tape from AlinaCraft, and this is the 1/4 inch double-sided tape, and you'll see I'll also be using the 1/8 inch double-sided tape. Okay, so for that first panel, we're going to go ahead and adhere that down to our card base. The next layer is the scalloped edge rectangle piece. This is the shadow die for the word celebrate. I'm basically creating a little window so that way I can make it into a shaker. And here's a way to make a shaker without having to use acetate. You can use a clear bag. It could be a thick one, or as long as it's very clear and it's not going to break on you. I put some sequins from AlinaCraft. This is the Halloween sequins. Just kind of mixed and matched my sequins actually. And here I'm just cutting this down. Then I'm going to seal that open end with shipping tape. Just plain clear shipping tape. Just cutting that down and then folding it over to seal the little bag. And there's my shaker. So that's going to go behind the little window. So I'm just looking to see how that celebrate word die cut is going to look. So then here I'm going to put foam tape, and this is the AlinaCraft foam tape. Luckily, I had just enough to create the shaker. So I'm just making sure that I adhere the foam tape down all around the periphery of this rectangle piece. In retrospect, I think I would have not put the foam because it made it more bulky, and I totally forgot that I was really trying to make a flat shaker. That's why I used this little shaker baggie. But it was already down, so I couldn't remove it. I then again cut down the shaker just to make it fit. So now we're gonna go ahead and put the green layer over the purple layer that we just put down, and we'll go ahead and peel all of the tape backing, and there you go. I was able to adhere that on, and my shaker looks great. So these little die cuts I have here are from Etsy. It is from a shop that sells digital images. I'm using double-sided tape here just to make sure that this card does not get any bulkier than it already is. So keeping it relatively flat. As much as I want to pop these little images up, so if you are going to use foam, go ahead and use maybe a 2mm foam that is very flat. I thought I'd go ahead and add this spider web. I just love this spider web. I've been using it a lot lately, and I just thought it'd go well with this Halloween project. And I did cut that out using a cardstock from my stash, actually, because I didn't have any more AlinaCraft holographic cardstock that is, you know, white. So I'm looking for stickers now. I have lots of spider stickers, and this one is my go-to spider sticker from Hobby Lobby. I just love it because it's not two-dimensional. So with that scallop die, I cut out 2 rectangles, and here I'm just inking it, and this is going to be lining the inside of the card. Now we're going to go ahead and assemble the envelope. And so we're going to start off with the base. I cut it in black cardstock, and again using double-sided tape to adhere the flap to the other piece. Just make sure that double-sided tape is on there well, so just go ahead and burnish it with your bone folder and go ahead and adhere it down to, of course, the side of the card, the other cardstock that does not have the flap. And go ahead and just make sure that's on there. And just keep in mind when you're folding your flaps that you're gentle with the paper so it doesn't crack, because I've had that happen many a times. So don't stick this together yet, because we are going to put some brads for the closure of the envelope. And again, this is more of a policy envelope, so they do have the little circles that you attach, and I am using brads. So go ahead and just put all your adhesive, your double-sided tape, but don't close it up just yet until we get those brads on there. And this is the top of the envelope, and that serves as the closure. So here I'm just putting some putting some glue on the bow. It's so cute. And as you can see, you can put the brad in the middle. And I found these cute little Halloween brads from the expo. I think it's from, what is it called? Outlet. And here I'm just using my Euro punch, but it didn't quite go all the way in, so I used my crocodile. And I will be adhering the brad on the layered piece instead of the actual flap. And then here we're just gonna go ahead and make sure that little witchy hat, which I ended up not using actually because it just wasn't sitting right. So I'm really fussing with it, right? I really wanted to use that witch brad, but in the end I ended up using this cute pumpkin, which I think goes better actually because it's cuter. It's this cute pumpkin brad, and yeah, it's much cuter because it's Hello Kitty and you want it to be super duper cute. So I'm placing the washer behind the bow just to keep the bow off the paper, I guess you can say. So then I can wind the string later on, because again, it's gonna be a policy envelope closure. So I hope that made sense, you guys. And then go ahead and adhere your layering piece on that flap. I think it just looks neater this way, hiding the brad on the inside. Okay, and I'm putting more tape to attach the flap. Just make sure you're nice and flushed to that crease line so you can fold it down. So now we're ready to put the next panel on, and I think I'm just going to put some music for you guys because this is pretty tedious here. I think you can pretty much follow it while just watching me, so I'll put some music. So I decided to cut another panel just to hide that brad on the inside so it doesn't get caught when I'm slipping the card inside. So I'm just gluing it down. I put the card in just to make sure that it's actually going to fit, and I've come to realize that it's a little too bulky. So I'm going to have to cut this, I don't know, an extension, I guess you can say, an extension of that flap. So that way my gusset, my side gusset accommodates the bulky card. So it's just basically cutting a 1 inch, I think this is a 1 inch piece here, and then I just scored it in half, and then I'm just going to attach it to the flap. So it's basically creating another flap and just extending it, if that makes sense. I hope you guys can follow me here. And I did miter the corners again so that it I don't know, it just sits better. So just make sure that that card fits in there. And like I said, in retrospect, I probably would not have put the foam on that card. So here I'm just scoring it again to the right of that first score line. And this will just help my paper so it doesn't crack, I guess you could say. I hope you guys are following me here, and I'm sorry I'm a little off screen here. I was, I guess, panicking a little bit here because I realized, yeah, my card is not fitting, and that's just not gonna do. So I think, though, I solved the problem here by creating that extension flap. And it did work. I didn't have to start over again. So then now we're going to go ahead and decorate the back of the envelope. And we're going to create a little scene. So here, I used a holographic cardstock. And this one is a citrus color. I love it. I didn't think I would be that fond of such a bright yellow. But I don't know, I was just having fun with this card, and it just looked so good using these bright colors, and I think it just complements my little digital images. So just adhering that down before we create our little scene here. And this time I'm going to put some Polaroid shakers. So I'm just attaching my foam, and yeah, I don't have the thicker foam here, so I'm just using this one, but I'm hoping that'll still shake enough. So this is how I usually do my shaker, using the acetate and then putting the foam tape on the back. Okay, time to whip out the sequins mixes again. And I am loving the AlinaCraft Fimo slices, the Halloween ones. They're just so cute and bright. And I'm just mixing up my... I already mixed my sequins, so in that left section of the container, I have it all mixed up already. And I basically combined the purple Halloween Fimo slices and the orange ones. Time to bring in the cute characters, and here's another a couple of Hello Kitty images. The one on top is Sally, I guess from Nightmare Before Christmas, and I'm not sure who the purple bottom character is supposed to be, but I thought she looked so cool. Here I'm just attaching the Happy die cut for the from the Happy Halloween word die. And yes, I'm popping up my characters this time with foam tape because this is outside the envelope, so I can make this as bulky as I want. So who knows, maybe I'll even add some more flowers, and I'm definitely gonna stickle the characters as well because I just printed this. Like I said, these are digital images from an Etsy shop, and I don't remember the Etsy shop, you guys, but if you're interested, just let me know and leave me a comment. And here's that spider web again that I absolutely love. Here are those fun tassels. I cut out 2 different sizes, and because it comes in 2 different sizes, and I'm just layering them with some black cardstock on the bottom just to make them nice and sturdy. And once again, I'm not in frame. Sorry, you guys. I'm I think something got stuck and I was trying to, I don't know, glue the back part, and I was just fussing with it. Sorry about that. Okay, so here we have some string. I think I got this on clearance. I don't know where. I can't remember if it was Hobby Lobby, or I think it was Hobby Lobby probably. And these are stretchy string, and I've had this in my stash for a while now, so I was so happy that I was able to use it. And they're very thin, so it does, you know, go in there easily. It's a little stretchier than I would have wanted, but it does the job, and it keeps the closure in place. So that's the important thing. And I get to attach this, these cute little tassels, and I just love how flat these tassels are. Of course, I could have put regular tassels because, you know, I don't have to worry about it being bulky. But when you're trying to ship something, you know, in the mail, you want to try to keep everything flat. So I'm just fussing with it right now. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just winding it, trying to figure out how I want it wound around. Okay. And I think that's it. That's all I show you here. I do add a couple of AlinaCraft charms, which I think I might have not showed here. But I just basically attached a couple of charms on the tassel with just one jump ring, and so it was very, very simple. And that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Check out my Instagram pics as well, and I'll talk to you later.